はなんだろう銀河の彼方心の声が聞こえてる初めは誰もヒーローじゃない違う形の
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is an opening round match in the 2019 Oshoga Taikai. Introducing first, making his way to the ring from the laboratory, representing the All-Mets, the modern-day Frankenstein, Project Z. 明けましておめでとうございます Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the world-famous AWL Arena in Tokyo, Japan. It's the biggest night of the AWL calendar. This is our WrestleMania. It is the Oshogatsu Taikai. The New Year's tournament. Oh, wait a minute. 16 professional wrestlers will enter the 20x20-foot AWL ring in a single elimination one-night tournament. The winner will be crowned Oshogatsu Taikai champion. They will hold that title for an entire calendar year. And if past is prologue, this means nothing but good things for their career. The first of the 16 entrants placed in random opening matches, random number generation, was employed is the zombie, the modern-day Frankenstein's monster, Project Z. And if we have a monster, we must have a hero. And his opponent, taking it through the ring from parts unknown, Hoshi, the bearer of the Star of Aztec, Aztec Kaiser, the second generation of the ancient professional wrestling superheroes of Japan. Well, the 1970s is pretty ancient at this point, yes. Aztec Kaiser Neo, a favorite of the fans here in the arena. But does he have the power? Will the Star of Aztec grant him the ability to overcome Project Z? Both men in position. Senior official Joey Baba Ganoush of the famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family calls for the bell, and a huge drop kick to start us off, but the monster remains standing. The modern-day Frankenstein not being taken off his feet, though he is on the ropes. Oh, hot shot, and down he goes. Quick cover, could it be just that easy? One. No, I don't think so. Aztec Kaiser Neo in control. Up, powerbomb. But a huge lariat from that mechanical cybernetic arm. Grafted onto the corpse of the late Jack Butcher. Jack Breakdown Butcher. Remember when he was called that? Huge right fist, Mano Metallo-like, with the right hand. Drop toe hold, or a drop back of the knee hold more than anything else. Elbow drop from the superhero Aztec Kaiser Neo. Where is he? There he is. Looking at my records here. Comes into this match with a record of 20-10 for a ratio of oh my God! The powerbomb suplex. Sounds like a contradiction in terms, but it isn't. Of the modern-day Frankenstein Project Z, who comes into this contest with a record of 41-35, ratio of +6. Officially, Aztec Kaiser Neo, the better wrestler with the better win-loss record here in the Animated Wrestling League. But appearances are often descriptive, though look at the strength, the superhuman strength of the Puroresu no Hoshi. 8 minutes remaining on the clock. Super kick! Kaiza kick! And look at this again, the strength, the superhuman strength of Aztec Kaiser Neo being brought to bear on the modern-day Frankenstein. 10-minute time limit in the opening round. Cover. 1, 2, no. The AWL fans making their opinion known, and I happen to agree with them on this case. 10-minute time limit in the opening round, that will increase as we progress. However, in the event of a time limit draw, both participants will be eliminated from the tournament. Look at that! This is power on power, ladies and gentlemen. Strength versus strength. The reanimated corpse of Jack Butcher, now known as Project Z, versus the mysterious superhero from the nation of Japan. And possible finishing maneuver, Hisatsu Waza. Ultimate technique, the Butcher Bomb, down! The move that took out Luke James at the end of last season. Kick out Aztec Kaiser Neo, the star of Aztec. The mystical gem embedded in the forehead, in the crest of the helmet, granting superhuman abilities, superhuman stamina. That mechanical right arm, Concussion City, into the sidewalk slam. Over the top we go. Not even at the halfway point of the time limit. You're going to see all 8 matches of the opening round in this video. 1, 2, kick out. It's going to be a 3-video series for the Oshogatsu Taikai. And going for maybe another powerbomb suplex right into the top rope. And those ropes are not that elastic. The helmet will offer some protection, but not much. Desperation attack. Big back body drop by the Augment. 1. Only a 1 count this late into the contest. 5 minutes and change remaining. For the second time, Hisatsu Waza. He kicked out once, will he kick out again? Butcher Bomb! And formerly known as Jack Butcher with the Butcher Bomb for the 1, 2, 3! The hero has fallen. The monster triumphant. Let's take a look at some of that action on the replay. That mechanical right arm that's obviously been upgraded since last season, providing, I think, a distinctive advantage to Project Z.
Here is your winner, Project Z!
Whatever the hell this thing is, will advance to the second round of the tournament. 1 slot in the quarterfinals filled. 7 remain. Tonight, as I said, you're going to see 8 wrestling matches. All singles matches, all tournament, opening round. Let's get on with it. And here comes a longtime fan favorite Grand Slam champion. The one thing he has never done is win this tournament.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall, and it is an opening round match in the 2019 Oshogatsu Taikai. Introducing first, taking his wooden ring from New York City, New York, the era of American Dream, All-Star!
The first Oshogatsu Taikai was 2010. The winners, in order, over the years, Wonder Kid, Gamba, Matt Classic Sr., Ultra Mantis Black, Wonder Kid a second time, Gamba a second time, Wyvern, Sammy Nix, and last year's winner, Shiba Akagi. tonight, the 10th tournament. Will one of these two combatants join that illustrious list of champions?
And his opponent, making his way to the ring, representing the Toray AWL.
The facade hath been abandoned. The blasphemy of Dragonfire igniting in the AWL arena. The black bodysuit with the fake augment dragon motif. No more a mere member of the Dorei Corps, the slaves of Dr. Jigoku. Once again, the senior official calls for the bell, collar and elbow tie-up. Advantage to the Dorei Corps, but reversal by the Arab American Dream. You'll notice that new headgear that he is wearing, that he wore something similar for many years until it was actually stolen. Wait a minute! Caught the leg into the backbreaker. Beautiful counter wrestling by Hassan, the Arab American Dream. Hassan for many years wore a similar type of head garb until it was stolen from him. His bags were stolen on a trip back home to New York. The one that he wears now, apparently a gift from his father. That particular, I don't know the official name, I apologize, but that particular head ornament, a family heirloom, very important to Hassan personally and culturally. Hassan comes into this match with 80 wins as a professional wrestler in the AWL. Dragon drop blasphemy from Wyvern, who comes into the record of 37-23 against Hassan's 80-51. Shinjidai Sunrise. And only a 2 count, but a very deep 2 count, 90 seconds into the bout. So Hassan with the better win-loss record and the experience advantage. However, whatever strange bastardizations of the mad sciences that Dr. Jigoku has inflicted upon the Dorei Corps and the rest of the augments, that could prove a decisive advantage in this singles contest. No tag team partners, no managers, no stablemates at ringside. Those are the look at that, you can hear the snap of that chop echoing throughout the AWL arena here in Tokyo. Probably going to get a noise ordinance at some point. You know what? I don't care. Snapmare. Into a downward elbow right to the crown of the head. It doesn't take a lot of damage to give somebody a concussion, and that's a good way to do it. That's why that's banned in MMA. Small package. 1, 2. Hassan shoulders down, but just barely. Standing moonsault from the original heir to the Dragon Sigil with another Dragon drop. For those of you who may not know, Dragon, the original AWL champion, handpicked his successor, the young Dragon Wyvern. Unfortunately, Wyvern has fallen to the darkness, now a mindless slave of Dr. Jigoku. Shinjidai Sunrise, as we await the coming of a new emperor and a new era. The Shinjidai Sunrise picks up the victory for W01. That dehumanizing designation belying the skill of an excellent professional wrestler. There you see it, 1, 2, 3. So far, 2-0.
Here is your winner, W01.
2-0 for the forces of Dr. Jigoku. He already controls the AWL Grand Championship. The Grand Champion by custom does not compete in the tournament. But Dr. Jigoku with the Grand Championship in his control, and now 2 out of 2 victories. There will be another member of the Durée Corps in this next match. But once again, we see a hero.
The following contest is an opening round match for the 2019 Oshoga Taikai. Introducing first, making his ring from the Tiger Cave, representing the unified school of Tiger Style. Tiger Mask 2!
For decades, for generations, the Tiger Style has been split into 2 competing schools, the Golden Tiger and the Black Tiger. This man, responsible for bringing the 2 schools together, the unified school of the Tiger Style, tag team champions, a Tiger Mask and a Black Tiger were tag team champions in the AWL. But can that unity of purpose and technique and tradition stand up to the evils of Dr. Jigoku? Get used to hearing that music. You're going to hear it a lot tonight. We already know that Wyvern has advanced. Sorry, W01 has advanced. But now,
And his opponent, representing the Durée Corps, H03.
the man formerly known as Hakaisha, the Japanese Destroyer, one of the most prominent champions in AWL history, and the most career victories in the AWL with 85, combined with 36 losses and wrestling ratio of plus 49, the #1 seed in the tournament. That means the best win-loss record in the AWL. Dr. Jigoku controls our greatest competitor. Pick him up, put him down, make it hurt. That is the fighting philosophy of Hakaisha, and that is now another tool in the toolbox of Dr. Jigoku. Jigoku wishes to control all the AWL championships, and the Oshogatsu Taikai would be a feather in his cap. Neither of the men in this match have ever won the tournament, though both have come close in the past. All for Dr. Jigoku. Subite Jigoku Hakase no Tame ni. This is going to be, as a much better wrestler once said, a much better announcer once said, I should say, a slobber knocker. As Hakaisha starts off with demon strength. Hercules, eat your heart out. Irish whip into the corner, and Tiger Mask finally hits an offensive move, but cannot take the big man down. Just like we saw with Project Z earlier in the evening. It's incredibly difficult to take these super heavyweights off their feet. Dr. Jigoku with a wide stable of monsters. Trying to count here. Project Tetsu, Project Z, W01, DB02, H03, M05, and the Kuroshi Machine, and the X-Drones. 8 wrestlers on the AWL roster under the control of Dr. Jigoku. And you know, he's always in the laboratory coming up with brand new crimes against man and nature. Now wait a minute! Going for the Tiger Breaker, but he just doesn't have the strength. I really think that in the off-season, Dr. Jigoku has upgraded the Durée Corps a little bit. And another huge flying flapjack, at least 10 feet in the air, splashing down with a belly flop onto the canvas. None of the AWL Technicos have really gotten out of the gate tonight. H03 seems to be offering a free stand-up here, and a spear or a shoulder tackle to the outside. The AWL's official will begin a 20 count. Under standard Japanese professional wrestling rules, AWL rules in this case, 20 count on the outside. In the event of a count, you can advance in the tournament by countout. Pinfall, submission, disqualification, countout, referee's decision, whatever. However, in the event of a double countout, both competitors would be eliminated from the tournament. So I expect to see these guys running back into the ring throughout the evening. Tiger Mask does something, he gets the lariat! Another leg sweep, and Tiger Mask 2 in control. For the first time in the contest, nearly 3 minutes in, he couldn't get it the first time, he gets it this time, Tiger Breaker! His original addition to the Tiger style, the Tiger Breaker. He's going to try to follow that up with the Tiger Bomb. Yes, he is! Isatsuwaza! Tiger Bomb! 1! No! Right hand to the bread basket, nearly folding Tiger Mask in half. Multiple back elbows. You're not going to see a technical classic out of somebody like Hakaisha, but you are going to see a fight. And these guys are getting a little close to the commentation station for my personal comfort. By the way, if you're wondering who these two guys are, we also have a Japanese and a Spanish announce team. So that's those two. Now wait a minute, Hakaisha removing the turnbuckle pad. The referee sees it, but it's too late, nothing he can do about it. Or is it? Yeah, referee repairing. Isatsuwaza. Oh no, I thought he was going to go for the Tatsumaki. Referee has repaired that missing turnbuckle pad. Senior official Joey Baba Ganoush from famous Baba Ganoush wrestling family on top of things. Attempt at a Tatsumaki reverse into an inverted DDT. Hakaisha. H03 Isatsuwaza. Tatsumaki the tornado for the 1, 2. And just barely a 2 count, 2.1. Just wiping his boot, Hakaisha wiping his boot, H03 wiping his boot on the back of Tiger Mask. Hip attack in the corner, cross body block. Kicks him at a mid-air for that. Is a raucous, sold-out crowd here in the AWL Arena. Super no vacancy. Witnessing the hat-trick suplex. Subtype, German. Pick him up, put him down, and make it hurt. Cover. 1, 2. Tiger Mask showing true fighting spirit, characteristic of the unified school of the Tiger style, but there's only so much you can do against 2 Tatsumakis. 1, 2, 3, and that is victory 86 for Hakaisha. H03, let's take a look at some of the action. Tatsumaki. Could have broken his shin doing that as well. The German suplexes.
Here is your winner, H03.
Project Z, Wyvern, H03. So far it's a clean sweep for the forces of Dr. Jigoku. However, in our next contest, it will be the forces of good versus evil, but Jigoku will have nothing to do with this.
The following contest is an opening round match in the 2019 Oshogatsu Taikai. Introducing first, making his wooden ring from the smoke-filled arenas of yesteryear. The inventor of professional wrestling, he is a Matt Classic Senior!
The wrestling gods have gifted us a rematch from the season 13 finale. Matt Classic versus the man who ended the career of his son. Well, I say man. A better description would be demon. Matt Classic unsuccessful at the season finale. There you see that green mystical stone used by the demon Gisei to summon this man. But why is he using it on himself? What the hell?
And he's known, making his way to the ring from the pits. Gamba
Hishi Dark, once the greatest babyface, the greatest technico, the greatest blue eye in the history of the AWL, made a pact with the Dark Forces to give him the power to protect the Animated Wrestling League. He eventually fell to the darkness and consumed him. And now it seems like he has somehow grown within the forces of darkness. A new form, albeit I think a temporary one. There you see the real Gamba Hishi Dark. Just a few weeks ago at our Season 13 finale, Gamba Hishi Dark victorious over Matt Classic Sr., both of them with win-loss records more than sufficient to get them into this tournament. Gamba Hishi Dark, a record of 78 and 42, ratio of plus 36. Matt Classic Sr. executing an airplane spin. That's actually pretty impressive. Matt Classic Sr. with a record of 28 and 17. It's plus 11. He's also the number 3 contender in the AWL Best 4, our championship ranking system. Gamba Hishi Dark right above him at number 2. Matt Classic, as anyone who knows anything about the history of our industry, will know that Matt Classic was the inventor of professional wrestling, the oldest wrestler on the roster, the oldest wrestler active in the world today, and including Robbie Ellis on that one. But I don't think he's had a match in like 5 years. Matt Classic Sr. Started wrestling in 19 and has been wrestling ever since. Aside from a short retirement that began at AWL 100, he retired as the AWL World's Heavyweight Champion, as our top title was known at the time. A title he has never lost. And once again, back to the basics of the airplane spin. It may look silly, but it does completely disorient your opponent. And if you know how to focus yourself, you can prevent yourself from becoming dizzy as well. Oh, drop kick right to the side of the head. It was a kick from Gamba Hishi Dark that knocked Matt Classic Sr. out at AWL 260, the Season 13 finale. We begin Season 14 this year in earnest. I'm going to assume that was 10. 7.5 minutes. And here we go again with the airplane spin. So I think Classic's starting to lose it. He's starting to look dizzy himself here. And a change of direction that will only further disorient Gamba Hishi Dark. It's not going to do a lot of impact damage. So that probably will. And yeah, Classic disorienting himself. That may have been a bit of an own goal. There's the classic claw. Hisatsu Aza. The move that he invented and he taught to Fritz von Erich once upon a time. The classic claw. Gambahishi Dark with experience fighting out of it, unfortunately. Irish whip into a corner. Oh no. I've seen this before. Shotgun drop kick by the demonic Gambahishi Dark. Oh no. No. Oh, wait a minute. Reversal. Tombstone. And Classic does it properly. Gambahishi Dark. Matt Classic Sr. He's not going to take. He doesn't want. I would argue a count-out victory. He wants to hurt the man who ended his son's career. In case you noticed, we finally learned how to mic the referee. As per traditional Japanese wrestling tradition, the referee does count in English. Partially for the benefit of Matt Classic Jr., and partially because that's just the way we do it over here. Oh! This is the fourth match of the opening round. We're halfway through. Irish... Oh, this is not good. Side effect. Into the cover. Deep cover. 1, 2, 3. Classic. Not able to get the job done. 4 up. 4 down. 3 augments. And a demon. This is not good. We know that one of the forces of darkness will be in the tournament final, in the grand final, in our third video of the Oshogatsu Taikai 2018.
Here is your winner, Gambahishi Dark.
Oh, come on, we need a win. Well, fortunately, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're saving some of the best for last, because our next match features 2 AWL champions.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is an opening round match in the Oshogatsu Taikai Isen. I'm allowed to change that if I feel like it. Introducing first, making his way to the ring from Brooklyn, New York. He is one half of the reigning Animated Wrestling League World Tag Team Champions, the Suplex Master, Sammy Nix.
Call it 2019, call it Nisen Jukyunen, call it Heisei 31 Nendo. Saigo ne. It is 2019. We look forward to the future with the new classics as our tag team champions. Their 6th title reign, record-breaking that is. And he's going to face a young man who is basking in the glory of his first singles gold.
And his opponent, he is the reigning Animated Wrestling League Intercontinental Champion, making his way to the ring from the center of the sun, Solar.
At the end of last season, Eruption Solar defeated all 4 members of Nippon Yokata, including the then reigning Intercontinental Champion, to take the title for himself. And if that belt looks familiar to you, well, that's because we won it from them. They won't acknowledge it, but we did. New ring gear for Eruption Solar. He's reversed the colors of his outfit. One of the things our AWL wrestlers like to do in between seasons is they train, they focus on new techniques, they heal injuries. and occasionally get themselves some shiny new ring gear. Gut wrench, suplex. Oh, wait a minute, rolling it through, chaining it. Is he gonna go for a full hat trick? I think he is. Hat trick suplex, subtype, gut wrench. You look at the size disparity here. This is an open weight tournament. We abolished weight divisions in the AWL a few years ago when we unified the World's Heavyweight title and World Light Heavyweight titles to form the current top championship in this promotion, the AWL Grand Championship. Eruption Solar from Mexico. He says he's from the center of the sun, but it's a luchador thing. Just go with it. And of course, from the United States of America, Sammy Nix, the suplex master, the specialist. I would argue pound for pound the strongest man in the AWL. Certainly the most leg strength. Now what is this? Oh, wait. Oh! Nice leverage maneuver by Eruption Solar, the Intercontinental Champion. Of course, no titles on the line here, but if Sammy Nix were to pick up the victory, that would put him in contention, at least certainly in the discussion, for an Intercontinental Championship match. German suplex. He sticks with it, the fingers locked. Hat-trick suplex, subtype, German. It is always a technical clinic. If you're interested in suplex wrestling, a technical clinic every time you watch Sammy Nix compete in that ring. Back to the, oh wait, no, reverses the side of the gut wrench. Rolls through again. Rolls through again, but no, stops it. And goes to the cover. I think the idea was if Solar was expecting a third gut wrench suplex, he wouldn't be ready to kick out. Well, that didn't work. Both of these men fan favorites here in the AWL arena, so we know that at least one of the good guys is going through to the second round. Double leg takedown on the outside. And swats away the dropkick, does the little luchador who could. Snap vertical suplex. Remember a 20 count on the outside. German not going for the Chimeraplex here. Sticking with what brought him to the dance. Hat-trick suplex, subtype German. The Intercontinental Champion may have bitten off a little more than he could chew here. 2 years ago, it was Sammy Nix who won this tournament. He was the 2017 Oshogatsu Taikai champion. Became AWL Grand Champion during his year. German. At this time, he converts into a Dragon Suplex. This is what he calls the three-headed monster, the Chimeraplex. That was the move that won him the tournament 2 years ago. But this time, just barely a kick out by the Intercontinental Champion. So close to the final and fatal 3 count. With horseshoes, hand grenades, and all that. Forearm strikes, legal blows, man, spin kick by Eruption Solar. Oh! Assistic, oh, what is this? Oh, wow! Sliding suicide Hurricane Rana. Into a standard Hurricane Rana, or Frankensteiner if you insist. On the outside. Belly-to-belly overhead release suplex. The strength and power advantage coming into play once again. Sammy Nix comes into this match record of 68 and 52, season 0 original. There's no submissions on the outside, so this is futile, but it will wear your opponent down. Eruption Solar, 19-13, his win-loss record. which puts him at a ratio of +6 as the combatants return to the squared circle. Lariat. Second lariat. Diving stinger splash into the corner. Duck into the clothesline. Look at that! Flying, hooking clothesline with a pickup. Pick up, hip up, nip up, whatever you want to call it. German. 2. You know what it's called. 3. And I think Rapsi and Solar might be dead. Again with the gut wrench. 1. He's gonna go for 2 or 3 this time. 2. And no, into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Sammy Nix just beat the Intercontinental Champion. Last season, we crowned the first ever double champion with all AWL titles. That was in the Joshi division. Akira Medane. But Sammy Nix is looking at a future where he's a double champion, tag team, and intercontinental. Take a look at this vertical leap. Bam!
Here's your winner, the Suplex Master, Sammy Nix.
Sammy Nix advancing to the second round. To which I say, thank goodness we needed one of the good guys there with 3 augments and Gambahishi Dark already in the second round. It's good to have one of the good guys. And now it's time for a huge rematch. And a hearty and sincere welcome back off of the injured list for this man.
The following contest is an opening round match in your Shogaku Saikai Used Yukyunen. And it is in the 4-1 fall. Introducing first. Making his way to the ring from Yokohama, Japan. The Scion of Submission. Shiba Akagi.
Returning to the AWL off of a neck injury, sustained in a match with Gambahishi Dark. Shiba Akagi, the Scion of Submission, a former AWL Grand Champion. This is the man, technically, that Shiba Akagi defeated to become Grand Champion. Made him submit multiple times in an Iron Man submission match. Will history repeat tonight?
And here's his opponent, making his way to the ring from the laboratory, representing the All-Japan, Rocket Tetsu 2.0.
Project Tetsu is the final of Dr. Chigoku's Monsters in this tournament. The only one in the second half of the bracket, meaning that if Project Tetsu wins this match, we could have an all-Chigoku final. We could have the 2 members of the Augment Tag Team, Project Tetsu, Project Z, in the final. We could have Tetsu versus Gambahishi Dark. Tetsu versus one of the Raid Corps. It could happen if Project Tetsu had avenged an old failure and pick up a victory over Shiba Akagi. As I examine my computer and I look at the history of the AWL Grand Championship, both of the men in this match have held that prestigious title. Project Tetsu with the current record for most title defenses as Grand Champion. Shiba Akagi won the Grand Championship in an Iron Man submission match at AWL 200. We just had 260 a couple weeks ago to give you a sense of the time scale here. So this is an old niggling loss for Project Tetsu, who wants to avenge this. Or more accurately, Jigoku wants to avenge this. Project Tetsu does not think for himself. He is a mere slave, a mere puppet of the diabolical Dr. Jigoku, the mad scientist of professional wrestling. Chiba Akagi is going to try to wrestle his match, the ground game, the submission game. He can fly when he has to, but he cannot match power with Project Tetsu, as you just saw there, with the lariat taking Chiba Akagi completely out of the ring. And of course, the big question mark is that neck of Chiba Akagi. Is he back to 100%? Boom! Forearm strike right to the head, blow for blow on the outside. Credit to the camera crew for getting a good shot of this. Chiba Akagi also with some new ring gear tonight. I guess there was a sale on shiny fabric. I don't know. Project Tetsu, of course, with his traditional carbon fiber body. English. Carbon fiber body. I do talkie for a job. Neck breaker, and he holds on to it into a modified version of the Kamagadame. Is that a tap? No, it is not, says the referee. That's a grab of the wrist. That's completely legal counter. 8 minutes on the clock. Project Tetsu, 45 and 24 in his AWL career, plus 21. Chiba Akagi comes into this 17 and 18, the reigning and defending New Year's Tournament winner. Last year, 2018, January 2018, Chiba Akagi defied the odds, 4 matches, 4 straight submissions, to pick up a career-defining victory. And the fans are going absolutely crazy tonight. I can barely hear myself think. I hope you can actually hear what I'm saying. And yes, it looks like the metal fists of Project Tetsu have broken open the flesh, the weak flesh of Chiba Akagi. Seven minutes on the clock. Sidewalk slam. Kick to the back of the knee. Try to take out the hydraulics, I think, of Project Tetsu. Getting my augments mixed up here. I apologize for that. Well, we know now, by process of elimination, that there will be no more augments or Dorei Corps members in this tournament too. Kick out by the former AWL Grand Champion, although that does apply to both these men. Manji Gadame! His favorite submission. Project Tetsu has tapped out to this before, but not right now. Converts into a slam. You can see the blood, the crimson mask, currently adorning the scalp of Chiba Akagi. Simple elbow drop. Not so simple from a super heavyweight. Akagi at a headbutt to the already busted open skull of Akagi. Drop toe hold. He's in position. He can do anything from here. What is he thinking? What is he thinking? Just pulled him up to his feet. What are you doing, man? Chiba Akagi, I hope he has a game plan here. Irish whip. Springs back. Duck the clothesline. Into the lariat. congratulations, Shiba Akagi retaking control of the contest. We're going to have 2 intermissions tonight, meaning 3 videos. So hopefully we're going to get a chance to actually get a lozenge or something. Shiba Akagi looking to grab any kind of submission hold. Project Tetsu looking to power his way through. Whoever successfully wrestles his match will be the victor here tonight. At the Oshogatsu Taikai, this type of action that you have seen all night long, this is the Animated Wrestling League. This is what you can expect each and every week on the AWL. Uh-oh, powerbomb attempt. Up, down. Wait a minute, the referee holding the combatants, checking for injury, checking for a re-injure to that neck of Shiba Akagi. Referee says continue. 1, 2, 3. Now, if the referee had decided that Shiba Akagi could not continue, then Project Z would have advanced by referee's decision. That's a completely valid method of victory in the AWL. Oh, wait a minute, back up! Thought he was going for the Tetsu driver, but he gets countered into the Manjigarame. And that's it! That's a tap! That's a tap! That's a tap! History repeats! Shiba Akagi, man beats machine! Shiba Akagi submitting Project Tetsu.
Here is your winner, Shiba Akagi!
Congratulations! Now go get that cut cleaned up. You're wrestling in the second round. All right, and now it's time for a little action from our special guest star. Oh yes, it's him, and because it's the Oshogatsu Taikai, he's taking this one seriously. No guitar scratch, this is the real deal.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall, and it is an opening round match in the 2019 Oshogatsu Taikai. Introducing first, making his ring, representing Team Wrestling, Arigaraichi Prefecture, Japan. He is the leader of Chaos, the Rainmaker, Okada Kazuchika.
Don't let the red hair fool you. This is the Okada that we all know and love. He's had a decent record here in the AWL. Record of 15-10, ratio of +5. The number 15 seed in the tournament, and he is making it rain, ladies and gentlemen. A former AWL Grand Champion, the only man to ever hold the AWL Grand Championship and the IWGP Heavyweight Championship simultaneously. Nobody has ever done that, except the Rainmaker. And he's fighting the fraud. I'm looking forward to this.
And his opponent,
No, he isn't.
win the ring from wherever frauds reside. Representing Ippo Yokata, the Snake Liger. Hey, don't look at me that way. I can sign a new contract that says I can say whatever I want. He's not real.
That is incorrect. That is correct. That is in fact not the real Jushin Thunder Liger. That is a fraud. That is a fake. That is the man who basically cost us our working relationship with New Japan for most of last season. We recently managed to mend some fences with them. There was a lot of groveling involved. Basically, Harold May and the AWL commissioner, I think they went out for a beer. I'm not entirely sure how that happened. And the fake Liger with the first attack, but Okada catches him. Okada Kazuchika, the Rainmaker, longest reigning IWGP Heavyweight Champion in history. He is just days away from a match with the Switchblade, Jay White. A very personal encounter that's due to happen at Wrestle Kingdom in the Tokyo Dome. We actually would like to extend a special thanks to Okada for making the trip across town here to the AWL Arena for this tournament. One of the few accolades that has eluded him in his wrestling career here in Japan is the Shogatsu Taikai tournament winner. Uppercut by the fake Liger. One thing this fraud does have in common with the true Jushin Thunder Liger is that he is a junior heavyweight. So Okada will enjoy not only the obvious height, but a strength and power advantage over the fake. Is it Chris Jericho under that? Because that would be historically ironic. Elbow strike right to the shoulder. Okada with a flurry of blows, going for I think a perfect plex here. No. Yes, perfect plex. One. Didn't even know he knew how to do that move. Okada, easily one of, arguably the greatest wrestler in the world today. At least when he has his head on straight. Modified version of the Heat Death of the Universe. Cross-leg Fisherman Buster by the fake Liger, the former Intercontinental Champion of the AWL. He lost that title to Eruption Solar back at the season finale. Going for a Liger Bomb here, I think. Yes, he is spinning Liger Bomb. That would have been an upset and a half. We never would have heard the end of that if Liger had picked up a victory over Okada. Oh, front Russian leg sweep. Rainmaker! No, we're not going to do the camera effect. It takes long enough to make these as it is. Leg lariat, high leg lariat by the former double champion. We're going for a tombstone pile driver, nailing it. Correct execution of that maneuver. The tombstone pile driver, of course, actually originated here in Japan. It is not original to The Undertaker. So he is, of course, the most famous practitioner. Attempted a submission. Okada's not going to let that happen. 6.5 minutes. We haven't even come close to an elimination, to a time limit draw in this tournament so far, and I'm very happy about that. Of course, longer time limits in the later rounds. Stalking his prey. German suplex. He holds on, maintains wrist control. Hisatsuwaza. Rainmaker! Rainmaker for the 1, 2, 3. Game over. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Rainmaker. Bam! Rainmaker lariat. The end.
Here is your winner, Rainmaker, Okada.
Congratulations, Okada. Welcome back to the AWL, my friend. You are in the second round. Only one slot remains. Lee Masters will face the traditional 16th mystery wrestler. Every year in the Oshogatsu Taikai, we have a mystery competitor in the final match. There is precedent for that mystery competitor to go on and win the whole tournament. Will that happen this year, or will this man change that? Technical Wizard, Sammy Nix, the Suplex Master. Together they are the new Classics Tag Team Champions of the world. 6 times they've held
The
those.
following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is the final opening round match in the 2019 Oshoga Taikai. Introducing first, he is one half of the reigning Animated Wrestling League World Tag Team Champions. From Minneapolis, Minnesota, now residing in Las Vegas, Nevada, the penultimate fighter, the technical wizard, Lee Masters!
You can see the pride in his face as a 6-time tag team champion. However, one thing that has got to be picking at the back of his brain, 2 years ago, his tag team partner, Sammy Nix, won this tournament, whereas he has never even come close. Record of 61 and 48, ratio of plus 13. But now the only question that remains, who will be the 16th mystery opponent, making their AWL debut tonight? My money's on Cody Rhodes, frankly. But it could be absolutely anybody. It could be The Rock for all we know. What? I thought this guy dropped off the face of the earth.
And his opponent, making his way to the ring, from Atlanta, Georgia, the Spirit Dragon, the Master of Motion, General.
Ladies and gentlemen, the most exciting, the most energetic, the least possible high flyer in the world today. He's been wrestling all over the world. He's wrestling in Chile. He's been wrestling in Puerto Rico. He's been wrestling in the United States. He's wrestling for TNA Impact, Chikara, Beyond Wrestling. And now he is here for the first time ever in the Animated Wrestling League. See that Chikara t-shirt? Something tells me Mike Quackenbush had something to do with this. I am so excited. I've been wanting to get Shenron in the AWL arena for years. Ever since he debuted in Chikara, and basically impressed the living hell out of the entire wrestling world. Lee Masters, wisely, he didn't know who his opponent was going to be. He was the unlucky 15, but Shenron, well enough known around the world, that Lee Masters realizes he has got to ground his opponent. He has got to prevent Shenron from flying as only he can. Stomp. Right to the arm. I have seen Shenron literally climb the walls of the arena in order to execute an aerial attack on his opponent. So far, Shenron has not really been able to get out of first gear. But missed with that kick. Shot to the back, the experience advantage of the Lee Masters. A Season 0 original, one of the first wrestlers ever hired by this company, a tag team specialist by trade, but he can handle himself in singles matches as well. And he's doing exactly what he wants to do here. He wants to ground his opponent, keep Shenron, keep the dragon from spreading his wings. That is an absolute vital must-do if you wish to be victorious over the Master of Motion. And there's a drop kick. I think Shenron's starting to feel it. The AWL fans in the arena starting to feel it. And there we go, standing corkscrew moonsault. Flying as only he can. Olympic level body control from this still relatively young man. Look at that. Oh! Phoenix Splash off of the middle rope. He got at least some of that. 7 minutes, 45 seconds. Oh, look at that! I don't even know what the heck to call that. Aside from extremely impressive. And now Shenron, he's feeling, oh! Shining Legacy. Shades of El Tío del Mágico gets him a 2 count. And now Shenron, where he is the most at home, the top rope. Phoenix Splash. But no, the knees. Knees. Lee Masters gets the knees up just in time, but Shenron recovering rather quickly here. Irish whip into the corner. This is the last match of the first round. Already essentially four bad guys and 3 good guys have advanced. And we're going to see an interesting bracket at the very end of this contest. Double leg takedown into the cover. 1, 2. Shenron gets the shoulder up at about 2.5. Shenron making his AWL debut. Wrestlers had debuted in this spot, including Wonder Kid and Ultramantis Black, and have gone on to win the whole darn tournament. Get to the midsection. Vertical suplex. Nope. We're not going to get it this time. Irish whip into the corner. Shenron. We call him the Spirit Dragon. He's thinking something here. Mask butt. Beats his opponent down. I think I see where he's going with this. Shenron. Some evil intentions. Bam! And the referee calls that a knockout.
Here is your winner, the Spirit Dragon, Shenron!
Congratulations in his first ever match in the Animated Wrestling League. Shenron victorious by knockout. Look at that! Even after all that, he's still able to do this. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the bracket for the second round. Zed, Wyvern, Akaisha, Dark, Nyx, Akagi, Okada, and Shenron. We'll see you in our next video. これで絶対決まりません。